Okay, it's actually raining right now, which feels very fitting as I sit down to talk about this. Yeah, so our house got hit by a tornado. I have lived in Oklahoma just the vast majority of my life, and I will say that I have never come that close to a tornado. We have always been the sit on our porch and watch the twisters go by type of people. And I don't know if I'll ever feel comfortable doing that again. It was fairly late for me. I was already in bed, and I got a weather alert on my phone that we were under a tornado warning. And the crazy part about it is all day long, everybody had been really kind of on edge about the storms that were coming in. We had gone to a birthday party, and the birthday party was outside, and it was lovely and just a really nice evening. And so it was hard to really think that bad storms would be in anytime soon. And while we were there, I actually got a text saying, hey, don't worry about the storms. They just said that we wouldn't get anything bad in our area. Well, it definitely wasn't as bad as it could have been, but I got a weather alert on my phone, and I had about enough time to jump out of bed, grab Ellie, who was sleeping next to me, and run into the living room before it hit. It slammed into our back wall, the back wall of our house, hard enough that it knocked dishes off of our open shelves in our kitchen, which was insane. I looked out the window and I could just see stuff flying everywhere. And so we grabbed the girls that were laying on the couch with Bird watching a movie, and hollered for Isaiah, who was upstairs, and all climbed into the most inward room of our house, which is our powder room downstairs. And it was a tight fit, but it was necessary for us to be in somewhere as safe as we could be. It was crazy because it's never happened that fast. I've always heard about it like on movies, but the reality is that's not usually how it has ever worked for us. We've always had time to get to a shelter. We were very lucky, I think, in the fact that it was as small as it was. If it had been any bigger of a tornado, I think that it would have done major damage. We were really lucky that it was really minor stuff that we had happen to our actual house. Our fences are pretty much destroyed. My mom and sister live next door to us, and we love having them there. It's really great. But it was really scary to walk out and see their front porch just completely leaning over. They have some pretty extensive roof damage on their house, but thankfully all the people got out okay. One of our biggest concerns, because this is our first major storm season or major storm in this house and having a homestead, is of course our animals. We were really concerned about the horses because it just went right through where we thought that they were going to be. Thankfully, when we went outside, they were just hanging out, eating grass, perfectly content with everything that was going on. They had no problem with it, which was really great. They came right to us. They didn't seem startled at all. They were really great through the whole thing. We had a bunny hutch with 2 bunnies in it, one that we had just gotten. And we never did find the hutch. We have looked everywhere, and it's obliterated somewhere, I guess, because we can't find it anywhere. But we did find both of the bunnies. One did not make it, and one did. So we were thankful for the one that did, but it was sad to have our first tornado casualty ever in our lives, but just on our homestead in general. We love it here, and we love the animals that we are taking care of and that are giving us great joy in our lives. And so it was sad to lose one of those. Thankfully, our chickens were not touched. They didn't seem fazed at all by it. Nothing in their fence or in their coop was hurt at all. We did have one duck that somehow ended up outside of the duck pen, but we were able to find it and get it back in with its little duck buddies, and so that was really good. We're really thankful for family and neighbors who were able to come help us clean up, and it just was really, really nice to have some help and some understanding and compassion with that. So anyway, that was our first major storm, how we dealt with it. We will undoubtedly be cleaning up for a while.
Here's some of the stuff that happened last night when a tornado came through and exploded on the homestead. So we're gonna start here in the front of the house, where you can see some stuff was just kind of blown over and blown way away. Our beautiful garden over here in the front, it was blossoming, and now look at it.
Yeah, all of our fall lettuce.
Full of fruits and vegetables, and
that was lettuce.
yeah, and now it's all gone. All our stuff is all over the place here in the front of the house. Our second hay bale decoration is over there, but it's being put to good use because the horses are taking advantage of it. So we have a bunch of stuff that just flew all over the place. We'll work our way. Let's go this way, and we can see what happened. So all our pillows on our swing, they're all across town.
But they got replaced.
Huh?
They got replaced.
Replaced?
With a brick.
Yeah. Nice comfortable brick to lay on now. But we are thankful because it's very possible that this swing saved our window from getting hit from that brick or that little piece. So we're thankful for that. Another thing that we're very thankful for is our smoker got knocked over, and amazingly, it just barely missed our van. So it got knocked over, and it's like right up against it. Did not damage it from what we can tell. But we're leaving everything as is right now, just in case anybody needs to see it for any kind of insurance or whatever. But that could have been pretty bad. So we're thankful that that didn't get any worse. So all our stuff here, blowing around, trash is everywhere. We think that this was the actual path of the tornado or high winds. So we'll take a look at that. So we think it came right through here. It flew over that south side of the house next door. She's taking a picture. It blew over that south side, blew some of that south side of the house, the shingles off, and the front of the house, it messed up some boards. It leaned over some of these fence posts, and then it came through this way. This is really where we got the damage. Well, we got a little scratch and hole up here somehow. Up there.
We came outside last night to check everything, and the water had been turned on by the wind.
Yeah, and this is broken somehow. That we got hit with something and broke. Put a nice little hole up there. And yeah, so it came through here.
Look, this is
Yeah. And it busted right through the gate and through the next one. Knocked that one over. And it replaced it with our old shed.
Yeah.
So So our shed was back there in that corner where that pile of stuff is. That was all inside last night, and now it's all outside. So
There's that.
then over here, well, thankfully our chicken coop and everything, that was all good. We just got a bunch of stuff to clean up. But our ducks, their little shelter got knocked over and messed up our gate a little bit. Nothing too bad, but it is messed up a little. That empty spot over there, that's where our trampoline was. And it's now down there, up against the fence, along with a bunch of other things. We had a bunny hutch with 2 bunnies inside at the front of the house. We don't know where that hutch is. I found both of the bunnies. Only one of them survived though, and we have him inside and is being cared for. And as far as animals, that's all. There was a duck that got out, but I got him back in. The little baby chicks that we just got, 12 of them, they got all soaked up, and their pen was moved over some from the wind, but it didn't knock over. They all survived, so that's good for us also. So we just lost 1 bunny. Our horses are over there right now where everything got blown over. If they were on this other side where we think the tornado came from, that might have been a different story for the horses. So another thing that we're very thankful for, that we moved the horses a few days ago over to that side, and they're happy and like, what's going on, guys? They don't know. So that's pretty much the extent of the damage. Oh, there's a little damage up on the roof back up here, so we're gonna have to have that inspected. And I'm hoping that we can, once the power comes on, because all our power is off, I think all off here for right now. Once the power comes on, I'm gonna check our video and see if we happen to have any footage, because I have a camera set right in this area, and see if we happen to record everything happening. So we'll see. I have a camera over on that side going that way too, so maybe we'll be able to see something. We'll see. I don't know if power just happened to go out during that time either, and maybe we didn't catch anything, but once it comes on, I'll check that out. We'll see what we need to do. Yeah, so we've got stuff here in the front yard. We had stuff from our neighbor's house over in our yard. We still have some from that neighbor in our yard. But what I thought was really funny was our future home of the Lozanos sign got blown over right next to our mailbox. That was actually down there on our little dirt pile that the kids used to play. It was there, so somehow it got from there and perfectly planted right here in front of our mailbox. I thought that was funny. The Lord has a sense of humor. But yeah, I mean, all in all, we don't have a whole lot of damage to the house. We're all okay, and we were able to get some sleep, and we just need to clean up now.
So that's the story of our first tornado. We're really interested if you have any suggestions on how to better keep animals safe in a situation like that. We're used to kids and we're used to us heading into a shelter, but it was a whole new situation for us to watch debris flying outside and know that our animals were out there and there was nothing that we could do about it. So anyway, if you guys have any suggestions on how to make sure that that doesn't ever happen again, please let us know. We are new to this and we're constantly learning, and so we would love to have any wisdom that you guys could share with us. In the meantime, thanks for watching, thanks for caring, and we'll see you guys next time.